Okay, it's Mary. I'm back with another video. I'm in my car driving. I'm on my lunch break, and I wanted to make this video about my thoughts on Piggy and my plan on leaving him. Now, first I want to talk about my relationship with Piggy. I mean, I thought initially my relationship was, I would say, a decent relationship. I mean, I'm going to clarify some things. I've never been the kind of person that wanted to live out in the open, meaning I always wanted my life to be the way that it was at work and my life to be how it is at home. So, like at home, I prefer my life to be very quiet, kick back. I'm pretty much to myself. Now, I would have probably spent more time with Piggy had I not been so stressed out at work. You know what I mean? But whatever the case is, I do see that his belief system and his ideas are completely different than mine. And these are things that he's never discussed or brought out in the open to me. Whatever the case is, he is the final person that I will be purging from my life, which I really, at this point, I don't feel like I care. I think the best thing for me to do is to get away from him. I think that he is unstable, and I wish that he would have been the person that he portrayed himself to be, but he's not. Now, his issue with me is that I lied about my race. True, but I mean, he lied about a lot of things. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff that he's hidden himself, and he's not even remotely close to what he said he was. So that's an issue I have to consider. Whatever the case is, whatever the campaign is against me that created this whole, issue against Maria, I don't really know what it is. It has to be based on the race issue and the religious issue, because I'll tell you what, I've never stirred up any trouble in this town. So obviously, it's okay for Piggy to be abusive to his wife, but it's not okay for this woman who basically never created any problems to continually be abused. It's a very strange, warped situation. Whatever the case is, some people might think, well, aren't you torn up about, Piggy? I would say initially, yeah, you are, because it's normal for you to be under the same roof after being under the same roof for such a long period of time. But once you understand, his thought process behind it, you can't feel that way. All I look at him is something evil and something that needs to be killed, basically. I do kind of feel bad that he was raised in such an environment that would create such a mindset. But at the same time, hey, I got to think about me. So my issue right now is, of course, to get away from him. I don't want to be under the same roof with him. He refuses to leave because he doesn't want to go back to his mom. Now, I'm getting the feeling that things aren't so peachy keen with his mom and him right now. So I don't know why. I haven't talked to them in a long time. It seems as though if somebody asks a person to leave, since you're the one who paid the first and last security deposit, that it makes sense that person goes back to their mom's house, right? It makes sense, right? Now, when I told him that I wasn't, who I said I was, he acted it like, oh, it was okay. It was, he understood and everything. Now, I would like to say that a lot of women lie to their husbands about many things when they get married. Some women lie about, I don't know, maybe they have hidden assets, or maybe they've had 153 sex partners, and then they said, I only had 4 or 5. Some bullshit like that. I lied about my race, okay? And, but I had no intentions that when I told him that, I thought he and I were just going to see each other. I never thought we would end up married, but what do you do when you get that deep of debt? Deep of shit, right? But my point is that that is between he and I, and it has nothing to do with employment at all. So that was probably what people used against me. I will say that, when I came back here to Bakersfield back in 2009, I think it was 2009. Yeah, 2009, and he came over to my apartment and stuff. He asked to see me. I was not calling his house saying, hey, you want to come over and hang out? You want to do this sort of stuff? He wanted to see me. And I will say that living with Piggy was easy because, I've been accustomed to living on my own for a very long time. So when I would get stressed out at work, I would go into my room and just kind of zone out like I usually do, and He never said anything. But what was actually going on at work was probably shit going on between my mom, my sister, his mom, and whatever. So it was a very strange situation. And whatever the case is, everything collapsed because of these two stupid families and whatever. Yeah, some people might think, well, can't you forgive him? No, I can't. I can't forgive him. Not under these sort of thing, this kind of thing. That is straight up abuse. I don't care how you look at it, how you slice it. It's abuse, and it cannot be tolerated. Will I miss him? I miss the Piggy that I thought he was, but he's not that Piggy. And there's nothing I can do to change that. You know what I mean? And I fully understand that he's not who he said he was. And not just like, well, I'm not talking about racial, superficial identity type thing. I'm talking about personality-wise or whatever. Somebody who would do that to their spouse is crazy. You're crazy. Okay, I know that people don't understand it. They don't understand ethics. They don't understand right from wrong. But I'm sorry. That is unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. So, let me walk into the house real quick. This is the best time of the day for me, by the way. For some reason, I love coming home on lunch and just like, because it's quiet. I always notice the humming of the refrigerator sound. Yeah, I don't forgive him for that because, and I hope that my son will never do this to his wife or his girlfriend or whatever. And any man could learn from this, okay? You don't own a person. You don't dictate what they do. You don't you don't arrange something. You don't arrange your wife's job unless, of course, she knows about it. And you certainly don't take away something that your wife was working for and say nothing. Okay? That to me is just absolutely disgusting. It is disgusting. And so, no, there is no forgiveness for that. I do hope that he has a good life. I do. I personally think he should be the one to leave. I think he should be the one. I shouldn't be the one scraping up and trying to figure out how I'm going to figure shit out. I should not be that person. You know, when he and I got into some debt a while ago, and he was just as responsible, and he's the kind of person, he would spend a lot of money on beer. I'm not bashing Piggy, okay? I'm not. But I'm just saying it's funny how everyone's quick to persecute a black girl just because she's black, and yet they don't persecute him. Now, mind you, I was paying on all the credit card bills because I was trying to keep my credit clean. I'm trying to keep my credit clean. And while I'm sitting here trying to pay on the credit card bills that he helped create that he's not paying on, I'm being harassed out of jobs, okay? Which makes absolutely no sense, okay? So it's better for me to walk the fuck away from that family. It's no benefit to be married to him. So some people might look at him and think, and I do, there's a part of me that kind of like, it's really sad because, look at the kind of temperament that this man has from being adopted and all this other stuff. And, yeah, I can think about that too. But when somebody basically threatens your life the way that my life has been threatened, it's somebody who manipulates your employment. Let me tell you something, women, open your eyes. That's abuse, plain and simple. So no. There is no, oh, it's okay, I'm going to overlook that. There is no. The best thing that would be for me to do is purge Piggy and get another job. Because this job, I'm trying to put up with the job as much as I possibly can. I thank God for earphones. Thank God for things like Pandora. Thank God for things like that to keep me, focused on something else. Keep on the task, just to try it out. Because I'm going to tell you that this is psychologically tormenting to me. So I don't want to think about this perp setup job. It disturbs me to work there. It does, okay? But I have to have an income, okay? These people have done enough to me. Number one, I need a better job. Okay, number two, I need to get away from Piggy. And then once that happens, I will feel better to get on with my life and pick up as if nothing ever happened. Until then, I'm going to be upset, emotionally drained. Not quite as much as I was before because, a lot of it has subsided because of the fact that now I understand what the source of the problem is. I don't understand exactly why he felt as though because I'm going to tell you what, if he sat there and created some animosity, or his family created animosity about me, they had no right to, okay? And anything that went on, they had no right to do any of it. All of it's rumors, first of all, and number two, as far as Piggy's family is concerned, I never really interacted with them for them to hate me. So that's based on race and religion too. So I should have a good reputation in this town, unless of course they still want to hate me over racial reasons. That's their choice, okay? But the fact of the matter is, this woman is innocent, and this woman is a victim of domestic abuse, and this woman needs to get the fuck on with her life. Wrapping up this video. Have a wonderful